No, wait.
Hi.
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 Hello.
Welcome to TGIF, friends. We're going to start with a demo. Demo of our work this week. We have 3 things to show you.
Look at that. Whoa.
That's not what we want to show you. First, the usual demo. Here, as usual, you've seen that nothing changed here. If you've seen it by the past, any job. Yep. Be careful because the next screen is going to be awesome. No, it's actually the one. It's the next
Doesn't
one.
have to be data scientist that you have to pick?
Oh yeah, you're local. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll type it.
Somebody has to do the demo.
So,
Thank you.
yeah, and, yo,
We're local.
and data scientist.
And the next screen is awesome. Look at that.
Now we've redesigned our job cards.
And we have new cool buttons at the top instead of radio button. When you click something, it's like different jobs at the bottom. You can pick a new job. Second feature here, you can pick an idea that you have manually. Say, oh, Aria.
What do you want to become?
Pompier.
It's a firefighter?
Yeah. Okay. And then it will add it to the list of things that you can compare. And the job cards here look way nicer. You have pictures. We'll see what we can do with picture. For now, it's all the same. Still the same info. And then on the right, you have some salaries information. We'll tell you more about later. Unemployment
Average time to employment.
Employment, and number of offers. So it's really going well. We had some good session with Mathilde, the UX designer, who helped us design that, and we're making progress on implementing it. After we can continue, but the rest of the demo is as last week. Nothing changed. So we're going to stop there. We're going to show you a bit more about images. So we create some images, and here are.
So the idea is that for these job cards, for each job, we want to find the respective image, and
here's a list of images we scraped from Bing images. We just send them a job name plus job or métier, and we ask them for the first image that they got, and it gives a lot of images. Some of them are kind of useful. Some of them are just give some global information what's happening.
Captain, that's pretty good.
Some of them are really bad, and like for example, this one is food delivery guy. It's just a big F, useless. Some are even really like problematic.
That's probably a data scientist.
No, it's businessman.
Oh.
Some are just trying to the face of the person.
Secretary.
Not very useful.
Yeah.
Some of them just say job, not very useful. But most of them are actually giving different context. So we're going to show them next week, and before the demo, we'll include them in there. So that's for the image part. Third thing we want to show is salaries. We've extracted salaries information from FHS. And just to give you an idea how it looks, so we have a notebook if you want to check. One idea here is this graph you see here is percent of job seeker on the left that have a salary which is less than the value on the bottom. So you can see there's a spike here which is the SMIC, the minimum wage, and you can see that the bigger salary are, the most variability there is. And the lines here are different wrong job. So you can see the CEOs.
It's showing the mouse. So.
Yeah, sorry. The CEO in the red has a way bigger salary and more than software engineers and more than firemen. Which also just to check the data was correct. Show at the bottom, very bottom. The data we extract is actually this one, which this is one for each job group. We extract 20 percentile, 50 percentile, 80 percentile. It's the data that we're going to show per job group on the cards.
So which of the 3 are you showing?
We're going to show 20 and 80s, just to give an idea. Yeah, depending on what Florian and Mathilde decide on what's nice to show. There are still some ideas about should we show XK euros, because for some people it makes sense. Like when you start talking about 80K, you don't say 80,000, but you just 80K. It's easy to read. When you talk about 30 or 30,000, maybe you show it. Even when we might show it per monthly.
Just want to ask, do people talk about annual income?
When you want to get hired, at our kind of salaries, yes, they basically would. But probably when you're speaking about how much would I get per month or per week, you don't talk
Out
about
of taxes.
Yeah, net.
Yeah. So the idea is to show those numbers here on the
Correct.
top card, and we still have to see if you just show the range and the average, but the whole information was extracted to be shown here on the job card.
That's all for the demo. We have more things in preparation, but that's all for the demo.
And we still have to see if you just show the range and the average, but the whole information was extracted to be shown here on the job card. Why am I talking?
I think it was the
Feedback loop.
infinite feedback loop.
Which is very weird.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
And what about the
We have more things in preparation, but just
we still have to see if you just show the range and the average, but the whole information was extracted to be shown here on the job card. Why am I talking?
I think it was the
feedback loop.
infinite feedback loop.
Which is very weird.
Yeah, right. And what about
We have more things in preparation, but
So maybe we will start there.
we're gonna stop here.
Complex.
Okay, sorry for that confusion. We solved our issues. Welcome back.
actually, I just had a question about the month that you
Yeah,
put.
yeah.
Is it the kind of the same? Are they real numbers? It's just
Not yet.
Not yet. Okay.
That was in preparation.
Yeah.
I'll speak about the video.
Do you want to start?
Sure. Sorry, I open it. First, I want to share that for PPP, I'm using a bot called Snippet Bot. I can introduce you to Snippet Bot, where during the week I just ping them with ping it because it's not a person with my progress problem plan, and at the end of the week it can get just whatever I wrote. So what I did, I evaluated one site where we wanted to have videos and rich content, which is Audience for Tools. Nothing came out of it. We dropped it and we went to Google Image, Bing Image. I scraped Bing images. I think you saw them. I extract salaries. I showed the notebooks, and I medical fits to work for days. And I start an employment duration extraction from FHS, which is complex. So one of my problems. It's complex because it's not as easy as just picking one value. You have to understand was the user really employed, unemployed, what happened when, and group data together. Problems Courbevoie is very far. It takes a long time to go, especially from
The medical examination.
Yeah. And I didn't do any progress on showable demos. That could be a problem for next week. Showable demos. A demo with a URL that we can share. Next week, I want to finish employment duration extraction. Add real data into the mock. So what you saw was like we have to put things together, finalize the UI, plug on material to the side, and create stable demos, as I just said. As a personal note, I want to share that Wednesday, my dad, he lives in Toulouse, which is 4 or 5 hour train from Lyon, came to Lyon.
Oh, that's cool.
And I didn't see him. I didn't spend even a minute with him, but he spent 2 hours with Florian, which is kind of
Half a son.
I was listening to his talk about his research.
Wow.
His dad is a scientist.
Oh, that's nice.
But I was at a choir. I'm singing in a choir, and I was singing. He was listening to my dad.
Okay, cool. So this week I focused more on the wiki's content. I tried to learn more how to write the wiki and change this. So I hope to do it by the end of next week. I prepared also something to deal with the career email inbox. I'm gonna share with you a Word document after, so the whole team can give me your comments. I attended the big event, which was interesting. But we also tried with Steph to support mentally Paul on the stage on the audience.
It worked out well.
Yeah.
No.
Thank you for support.
Maybe you screwed it. We tried to.
So mentally, so I think I wanted to join the scene happening, but just couldn't. and did prepare some purchase for logistic stuff. Problems, I couldn't join the HTTP volley because of personal commitments. Plans, so finish the wiki, finish all the purchase, validate the career inbox management, and start to work on the Hello, so you can make it more smooth.
On the what?
The Hello
at base.
Because we receive a lot of emails, for instance, and some like dating from 2 weeks ago. I think it's good to answer that too.
Did you check with Everett about the carriers at? Because he was mostly handling it.
Exactly. So first gonna manage before long step in the report, I guess, and then share all this the US team.
Okay.
Once it's validated. And personal notes, I work tomorrow in my family's restaurant.
Yeah, cool.
Yes, cool and not cool.
Yeah, right.
My family's a commitment.
Yeah. It's cool for them.
Exactly.
Cool. Okay, so for me, progress on two fronts, so UX and user testing. So UX, very happy about the different session we had, notably with Mathilde in this week. Was really making a lot of progress on seeing how things could look like and moving things forward. So we're very excited about this. And then I saw yesterday a guy, Mika, who could help us a few hours per week in terms of UX. I think he's really top level. Mathilde was good and helpful for this first step, but I think we need like really top people later. And this Mika guy seems extremely promising. And for the user test, so I prepare things for the Pôle emploi lab the next week. I met with them this morning, work very well, like they really love us, they're super helpful. It's going to be really great. And also I have another call today to finalize the partnership with a website that is going to do a user test online so that we can register people on our landing page, and then every week send it to 10 different people that can try the thing and give us feedback by taking a screenshot and adding some comments. So I'm really excited about this one as well. Problems, we had a lot of issue is not being aligned with the vision and knowing what to optimize for. Super happy with what we did today and to fix it. And my plan for next week, a lot of iteration on the UX, especially the UI, to have a good things to show at the user test, and doing user test with both SNC on Wednesday and Pôle emploi on Sunday. Personal, not much. Like all my time has been a bit lazy the past week, so.
Except red meat.
Yeah, except seeing Pascal Dal.
On progress, on a light note, we all have base t-shirts, the whole team, so now we can move to...
Thank you.
Can you show one?
Yeah.
Actually, where we
We also have 2 bags of croissant, of course, just to make you a bit jealous. And
Base shirt, so that we can go to an event this weekend with the shirts and show that we're part of the team.
Yeah.
We finished a round for Publicis, which is one of the brands we're looking for, and we hope for 300,000 grants. So it's almost the last one, I think. Then they decide on it. So we're, at least on our side, it's done. We did the general assembly, base general assembly. It went all good. We're now all legal on all fronts. we did a great job on that one. And we modified the status of base effects. I'll send it to you guys if you need it. We did this morning a share and care meeting where we tried to align our vision, and we worked with full legal documents. And yes, so did we try to support him and big and yeah. Actually, just to, can you show your photo?
yeah, we have
Pascal have a photo and we have t-shirts. I don't know if you can see that.
No, we cannot see.
On problems, it's not really a problem, but it's frustrating. The end of month process in France is painful, I feel, for everyone. I want to find a solution for it. I don't know. We'll find something to to do it smoothly because it takes a lot of time.
I
for
spent 1
everyone.
hour on it yesterday, and today you told me actually I still didn't do everything.
Well, on you have to keep in mind that you did 3 months.
Yeah.
Ah,
So
voilà.
of course it's
We
longer.
can also look into Expensify and stuff.
Yeah,
I will
we'll
look at
look to something. But the French administration is heavy, so it's still part of the frustration. Then on plans, okay, I plan on paying everyone. And I hope we have the money for it, so that's part of the challenge.
We can use a Russian roulette. If just
Yeah,
one
maybe.
person is not paying.
That could be one. I'm going to work on partnerships, counterparts, ideas, because we have many people that are willing to trade off some free stuff or data or anything in exchange for communicating on a partnership with them. And we start to see that if we say yes to everyone, then we have to manage it. And maybe one guy will give us 100K of something, and we have the same attention as someone else that is just sharing his or her software for free. So I just need to put out ideas that I worked on before at the UN. You, Pascal, and on the volunteer part of something which is even bigger, which is how we see the team grow. So the employees, volunteers, and external contractors. We envision for the maybe 9 following months, but more. Then it will change, but just to share what we think. I'm going to work on a loan from the bank, from Société Générale, to actually work the in-between. We have a grant, and the fact that we have to reimburse here, then Jamel.
And pay us.
And pay us. Okay. So I'm going to send
Pay us from your money.
They said at first, okay, on the, but now we have to send the and yeah, participate in the user test. Tell me if you to help you out.
You're trying to go to the HTTP volley, right?
Yeah.
You didn't say that.
You plan to go, yeah. When you were saying that you have no life. Yeah, it's a round base, but I hope you have fun. You have fun.
Yeah, this weekend.
Yeah. So we're going to the échappée volley, which is a nice, I don't know, what is it? Like a TEDx kind of, but in 2 or 3 weeks then.
In a great place.
And then a personal
2 or 3 days.
2 or 3 days, yeah. So
And it's in a super fancy castle from the pictures I saw. So it was convincing.
Cool.
You're going to see what French life is about.
Yeah. On a personal note, I'm reading a great book on fairy tales, interpreting fairy tales, and I wrote something like kind of a philosophical 2 pages thing around limits and excessiveness, like the in between. I don't know. It's not wow, but I'm happy that I ended up writing something because I had something in my head and it was, I wanted to put it on writing.
Is it a blog post or?
Not yet.
Medium?
I started to share it with people, and I think I'm going to put it in my blog post that now I have only 1 article. So it's my second one.
Cool. Okay, forgot to prepare PPP today. I did.
That's your problem. Your plan is to write it next week, and then.
We had a UX session on Tuesday that was really helpful. So I can much more envision how we spend the next 1 or 2 weeks until the user testing. I did a few changes in the front end. That was what I was mostly working on.
That you saw, it was his work.
Problems where we started the week or from my perspective, without really knowing what to do. So it was a bit unaligned there, but then after the UX session that we had, that was really helpful. Now we have a backlog of things to do, and I'm really positive on the outlook for next week, that all the things we're going to do there. Especially also the plan. So next week we'll work on this backlog to make the whole thing pretty and ready for real user testing. I guess, yeah, that's all I'm going to be focusing on next week. And then private.
Personal.
Personal? Not too private, okay. Okay, I have to think about something.
Really nice.
That's private.
That's
Not
right.
personal. I'm going to Berlin on Saturday, so I'm also going to Chevrolet, but then I have to apply for a new passport on Monday, but that also brings me to Berlin for one day. I'm very excited about this. I calculated yesterday, I think in the last 2 months, I never had more than 5 days in the same city.
Wow,
So
that's crazy.
it's pretty busy at the moment, everything. And now after Lyon for 2 days, it's going to be Les Chevrolet, then Berlin, then back.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to stay here for a while, I think.
Hopefully.
Not to you.
Next week.
No, next week not.
What is it?
Yeah.
Cool. We have 4 PVPs.
Okay, do you want to say that first?
Yeah.
Someone wants to read it?
Okay, we'll read it.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Progress. So team alignment. This meeting is
Team is aligned.
great.
Check. This is done.
Check.
Okay. Finances, lots of meetings with Jamal and associate Antoine to get the loan approved. Institutional meetings with the Elysee this week, and they're gonna help us a lot to move forward and remove like all the issues we have with the press, Pôle emploi, and stuff like this. So it was a great meeting to accelerate things and keep us more focused. Échappé volé, where he has to talk. He had to talk at big as well, so like a lot of talking this week. Problems on the financial side. It's kind of annoying about like how things are going with Jamal. He still hopes it's gonna work. And tough week emotionally, lots of pressure and things to think about that's getting to him, resulted in loss of performance that was especially visible during big. Thoughts. He felt much better after spending time with us all.
No.
Yeah, so, yeah. Plan for next week, produce smoker for onboarding, got some ideas for plan selections. Pretty cool. Pôle emploi lab, all hands on deck, except Pascal hands.
I'll get it back.
You didn't know what this. Close this loan thing once for all. And personal. It's very private. Had a great.
What did he do last night?
Yeah, that's fair. I wonder. Meet outside of work with Jérôme and empathizing over how hard doing change is. Everybody will be great to chill, but it depends on doing some work, of course. Because chilling without work is not really chilling
For him.
And he's suddenly thinking of putting his phone on airplane mode
Throughout.
Yeah.
The whole week?
Yeah.
Yesterday we tried he gave me his phone for the whole afternoon. I thought he would just manage for 1 hour, but he managed for the whole afternoon. I did. And maybe it was a relief not to be all constantly reacting to something.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool. Okay, so we're pretty good at the PvP. Yes, we can do it slightly faster, but it's much better than what we have done better. What we have done before in the past. Now, do you have a discussion, some topic people want to address?
I wrote something down. My discussion point, but I guess we also revisit this when you talk about volunteers and everything, is the general hiring process. That there's this plan people are speaking about, and just that all details are always shared with the team. Also with Emmanuel, for example, we not everybody had the chance to meet you before you get hired, and I think this shouldn't happen again in the future. So at least if it's a person we all have to work with, it would be great. If I think it's necessary that we all meet them. As long, at least as the team is this size, that we can, it's realistic to manage this. So I think if you all agree, Paul is not here now, but I'll speak with him.
We're working on a proposal that will include this kind of thing.
Yeah.
If it's not enough or if it's too much, we'll just get back on that.
Yeah.
what we could do for each, for external consultants, volunteers, and employees. And I agree with you that having a veto kind of with the employees is reasonable.
Yeah, but I think that's the only thing I wanted to discuss. Yeah.
Anything else?
As a retro is long, but
What?
retrospective. That's a lot of negatives.
Okay, so now let's go to the retrospective.
Should we record this? Because we said that basically.
Yeah, no, we've done it to record.
Okay.
Then,
Okay.
goodbye.
Bye,
Now for
guys.
the weekend.